Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, bringing you a new LOR video, and this time I'm bringing you a very spicy deck. Star Spring Soraka with Zilean. Yes, you heard that right, Zilean. Not TK, no Bilgewater, Zilean Shurima. So this deck, I gotta give credit to an American player named EdyGH. I don't know any of their socials, unfortunately, but this person was playing this deck on ladder, and it was brought to my attention because everybody knows, Star Spring. I love Star Spring. So anytime when I saw somebody said, "Oh, this is Star Spring Shurima deck running around out there," I was like, "What? I need to see this." And this is the list that this player was playing. So the whole point of this deck a little bit different than with TK. So with TK, when you're playing TK Raka, you're trying to hurt your own units. So you have obviously the Krusty Croyer, Bots the Post, etc. that can hurt yourself, and you're able to heal that way and be able to reach the Star Spring win condition. With this deck, you really don't have any way to hurt yourself, which is very bad. I won't lie, it's very bad because if the opponent knows what they're going against, they can just stall. If they don't need to attack, like if it's something like Darkness, they can just stall and sit back and just slowly kill you. And because they're never attacking into you, you're never really putting enough pressure. The way that you put pressure is by trying to attack every turn. But a lot of these decks don't need to do that. A lot of these decks have enough blockers that can go wide enough that they need to block. But anyways, enough of me putting it down because it is really fun. When you can go against an opponent that needs to attack, like I'm thinking about like aggro, scouts, heck, even Ahri Kennen, that they need to attack every turn. If you're able to get Broadbacked Protector on the field, they really get locked out of the game. And you'll see that here when we go to the gameplay. But before we do that, let me just quickly break down the deck, right? So from Targon, we kind of have the usual suspects when it goes to kind of TK Raka. So we're doing Star Shepherd, we're doing Guiding Touch, right? So Star Shepherd, like I was mentioning, kind of lets us put some pressure in the attacking department. Guiding Touch to heal our units. Obviously, Star Spring is our main win condition. We're running one Divergent Paths because the landmark is way more important in this deck than the other one. We like to run 2 Hush, again, to be able to deal with any opponent threat. Obviously, Soraka, great card. Astral Protection, great card that you need to include in any Star Spring deck. 2 Bastion is the one that I'm a little bit iffy about. I think we can cut down to 1, and maybe we can cut down the Bastion and the Divergent Paths and kind of go to 2 Pill Cascade or something. But it's not, it's not bad here. It allows you to kind of protect your Zilean if you can level up your Zilean, or lets you protect Soraka if you need to. Triple Broadbacked Protector is the key part of this deck. So the whole point of this deck survives long enough is healing your Nexus all the way to full health pretty much every single turn. And Broadbacked Protector lets you do that. And then we do run 2 Star Shaping as a way to, again, keep our Nexus alive because we're trying to just kind of stall as long as possible and be able to level up our Zilean, Soraka, and level up with the Star Spring. For the Shurima side, we have Scrying Sands to be able to reduce the opponent's attack and be able to survive some of their attacks. And he also lets us predict. The predict can be very important because the predict helps you get Star Spring or get another key unit like Broadbacked Protector. We have Shapestone. So again, even though we're stalling, we do also want to be able to put some damage on them if we can. And Shapestone helps to do that. So Shapestone in this case is a little bit better than Pill Cascade, just because you can do that +2/+1 instead of just +1/+1, even though it doesn't get you the draw. So that can be a little bit iffy sometimes. We're running 2 Soothsayers, so playing Shurima gives us access to this card. One of the worst things about Star Springs is when your Star Spring gets destroyed or obliterated. With Soothsayer, you can protect your Star Spring, and you can also protect your Soraka, and also the Zilean, stopping them from dying. And then obviously you're playing 3 Zileans. It's actually not that difficult to level up Zilean in this deck because you can protect them, like I said, with Soothsayer, or you can protect them with a lot of the heals that you have in this deck. 3 Divided Consoles is kind of like a backup to the Broadbacked Protector. We level up Soraka very quickly in this type of decks, so the Divided Console is able to come in and be able to heal 2 to your Nexus, kind of going along with the Broadback healing 3. Again, the way that you lock down opponents with this deck is kind of healing your Nexus to full every single round, as you'll see in some of the games following up. And then lastly, we play 2 Random Negations, which can be a very key card to get rid of some removal cards that the opponent might have. Now, this deck is still very new to me, so there might be some things that I will change around. I'm just playing the exact version that I saw EdyGH play. I'm still going to have to do some experimenting with this and kind of see what ratios work. Really, it's really fun when you can lock the opponent down, but it can feel outright miserable when the opponent can just stall you out and just kill you any other way. But anyways, enough of me talking and doing this deck breakdown. I hope you all enjoyed it. The gameplay is coming up soon. If you like the content, please make sure to remember to subscribe. I'll see you all after the games. So in this matchup, we're gonna be going up against a Lulu Fizz. So I think we might be okay in this matchup because this deck needs to be able to attack us, right? The problem is that they are gonna be able to get through our if they get the elusives, they're able to get through to us. I wonder if Zilean is the correct choice. I don't think we need Soothsayer in this matchup. I definitely like keeping Soraka. Maybe Guiding Touch was worth a keep as well. I think I'm looking for the Broadbacked Protector. So we need to have the Broadbacked Protector in order to really stay alive in this matchup. Because we want to be able to heal up any chip damage that he does. Obviously, we also wish we had Star Spring. But hopefully with the Zilean, we're able to predict into it. This is also great because this presents a good blocker for the Baboon. And he needs to be careful that if I draw the bomb, which I'm going to skip for, he's going to be in trouble. So I'm skipping there because I want to be able to get either the bomb or the... need to be able to get the bombs or to be able to get the Star Spring, right? Okay. We'll play the Soraka. Obviously he knows that we don't have the bomb. We didn't predict into it. He just needs to set up for like a big... Oh, and there we go. So now with the Broadbacked Protector, I think we're in a very good spot. Now we just need to actually get our Star Spring to be able to win before he can kill us. He has 5 mana. Does he have the Lulu? Without the Lulu, I'm not worried about the Chompers. So the only... Yeah, without the Lulu, I'm not really worried about the Chompers. We don't need to play anything right now. We'll just pass. We'll play the Broadbacked Protector after he's done attacking, to make sure that he doesn't try to pull anything that can kill this. So what he needs to be careful about is that anytime he attacks me, he's just going to start to progress this Soraka level up.
The stars and they are bored.
They are bored. So, wow. So I wonder if it's actually correct to play... I think it is. This forces him that if he attacks even with the Fizz, he's just going to be triggering the Broadbacked Protector from healing. We have Astral Protection to defend against it. Yeah, so he pulls 2 champions. I mean, he pulls 2 units. He's pulling this too. And then what? I can block everything else pretty easily. We'll do like this. We can heal this back up because Soraka, and we also have the Astral Protection, right? He does get to keep the Flame Chomper, so that's a little bit unfortunate. We'll go ahead and do this. Puts it at 5. If he tries to block that with something, we have the Astral Protection to bring it back to life. He doesn't. Oh man, he got an elusive out of that. That's unfortunate. The elusive is pretty annoying. I wonder if it's correct to do the Astral Protection right now and be mana efficient. I don't dislike it. Let's be mana efficient. Let's be mana efficient here, so we know that the next turn we'll have enough mana. It's not ideal. I hate using this when I don't have the Star Spring on the field, but I think it's gonna be important. Here he can do the Yordle in arms, but he's not gonna kill us, right? Because he only takes... I mean, he's gonna be able to kill the Zilean, but he doesn't kill the rest of our units, and we can heal this back up, right? So he's doing 12 damage of elusive damage here. We're able to block another one. So he can kill the Zilean there. He can kill that. We can block like this. It's going to be exactly 0 actually. We're going to have to hush something. So we're going to have to hush something and still be able to have enough mana. So I think we can let go of Zilean. Actually, it's probably better to do it that way. This originally has how much? 2 attack, I think it is, right? So anything that we kind of hush is going to be able to do 2 attack. So we're down to 5. And he just needs to have a second Yordle in arms for us to lose. I like doing the Soraka Wish here, by the way, instead of doing the Astral Protection, just to level up Soraka. And because he protects us against a Mystic Shot. So if he has a Mystic Shot, we can Guiding Touch. There we go. So now we can just Guiding Touch this. And I still get the full heal out of it. And additionally, now we get the jaw. The problem is that he's still going to have 2 elusive units, right? So again, all he needs to have is a second Yordle in arms. Not only that, but he's also able to pull most of my blockers away. Star Shaping is going to be pretty good though. Star Shaping at least kind of stops us. What I want to do first is I want to do the Zilean first before we attack with the Soraka. Because we know we'll be able to draw, right? So we can draw with Soraka here. So I want to see if I can get a Time Bomb. Not a Time Bomb. Is the Battle Negation ever correct? I think it is, right? The only way that we lose is another Yordle in arms. So I like the idea of having the Battle Negation to protect against that. We do the landmark finally. Now we can start advancing that. We're able to heal this up. And now we got the Battle Negation. He's never blocking that, so it's okay. So now he passes, and maybe he thinks that he can win next turn by doing the Yordle in arms. But we'll be able to do the Battle Negation for it. Okay, if he goes like this and he goes for lethal, like Battle Negation also protects us because he also stops like also stops the lethal, right, from the burn. Although we also have Star Shaping for that, right? So here, cool. Again, we don't need to worry about anything here. We let him commit stuff first, and we're able to heal up another 3. So pretty much almost all the damage that he did, we're gonna just heal it up, and I think he realized that he's never gonna get through to us as long as we have the Broadbacked Protector on the field. But yeah, that's kind of how these games go. You just heal, and the opponent can't do anything about it. So in this match, we're gonna be going against Teemo Sejuani. This is actually should be pretty bad for us because he'll be able to put the Shrooms in our deck, and obviously we want to be able to draw, right? I wonder if the predict is actually correct. I like the Broadbacked Protector though a lot. I think the Scrying Sands might actually be correct, but let's do it like this. Let's get greedy. I like this. I like that it ended up being like this. We can still predict something. We can have the Soraka, and we have the Broadbacked Protector to defend us, right? So we'll do this, and this is Vandal City Failure, so he shouldn't have a way to remove any of my landmarks. I like the Double Protector, to be honest. As greedy as it is, I actually love it. I love it. So the whole point of this deck is that you want to be able to just heal until there's nothing that they can do about it. And I think the Broadbacked Protector allows me to do that, right? Obviously, we don't attack here because we want to be able to block that Stone Stacker. Okay, cool. So he's not going to be able to attack with the Stone Stacker. Okay, he still attacks with him anyways. We'll do it like this. Boom. We'll attack. We'll attack with the Soraka, you know, get the heal, start kind of working up a level condition, right? If he for some reason is blocked with the Stone Stacker, we can do Shape Stone on it. Nope, he doesn't do it. And we can heal off the damage that the Commando and the Impact just did to us by doing the Broadback. So now all we need to complete this whole game is get the actual Star Spring, right? Because as much as we can heal and heal, without Star Spring, we won't be able to really get to where we need to be, right? That's not Star Spring. So, we can block like this, block like this. We can block like this, right? Block like this, and there's nothing that he can do about it. We're almost taking no damage, right? We can do the Astral Protection. So now this guy is going to be pretty big. And we have Shapestone to defend against something that he might have. Yeah, I mean, killing Zilean is fine with me. Like, I don't think I care about Zilean. I think at this point, if I get a second Zilean, that's better. Because that way I can potentially predict for the Soraka, right? And there it is. So now we have the Star Spring on the field, and we have ways to heal everything. Again, I don't think I care about the Pokestick. I mean, I don't think I care about the Zilean. I think at this point, if we have double the If we have the double Broadbacked Protector in the field, I don't think there's a way for him to win, right? Eventually, he's also going to have to start blocking, because, I mean, this is already putting him at 14, right? So here we can do a second Broadback. Any damage that he does, we can just seal it right off. And now he's going to be in trouble. And there it is. That's why I didn't care about Zilean dying, because we can get the second Zilean. Obviously, the concern here is going to be if he gets like a... If he gets like a Teemo, then obviously that's kind of annoying. But it doesn't look like he has it. Here, I want to be able to start getting the time bombs. The Barret Console is not bad, but I think we have enough heal. I think we want the time bombs. So I'm going to skip. I don't think he can kill us. Sejuani doesn't really do anything to us. He's got like so the way that this deck works is that it really like locks them down, right? Like they really can't do anything to us, right? Like I can afford to take this whole damage because I'm just gonna heal it right off with the Broadbacked Protectors. However, you know, let's start kind of getting rid of his units, right? So we can go like this, like this. I think this is fine. We'll go down to the 16. He needs to spend both mana. And now what? Now we're healing up. He's gonna go after Soraka. Why don't we just do the Soraka wish right here? Like, what stops this? Like, he can't do anything about this. And now we're already at 17, right? Pokey Stick? But then we can just do Bastion, right? We can also do the Shape Stone. He doesn't have anything for one. He could have Group Shot. He could have Group Shot, right? So let's play around the Group Shot. Let's play around the Group Shot by doing the Bastion instead of the Shape Stone. Because if he has the Group Shot, then that would be a little bit punishing, right? So now we're already at 17, and we're still at full health. And the opponent, I think, is in a position where you kind of just lock him down. Any shrooms that hit us is actually not bad for us, because we have the Broadbacked Protectors. Boom. I'll protect you. Stand back. Oh my goodness. That puts us to 20. We take a damage. She levels up. If he blocks at all, then it's just getting us to a win condition, so he can't even block. Like he actually cannot block. Because if he blocks, then we're already at 20. He's already healing 1 right here. And I think he's realizing that. He's like, oh, you know, like I cannot block. That's the only downside of this, right? However, I don't think there's any way for him to win anymore because he's going to be forced to do damage to us. And in fact, because the Broadbacked Protector is healing, it means that we just win next turn no matter what, right? Because he's already at 21. So as long as one of my units survives, mainly this Broadbacked Protector, and I can just win with a Star Shaping now. So yeah, so this is lethal right here. This is the whole point of the deck. The deck just kind of locks them down, where they're not able to do anything because all you're doing is healing to 20 every turn. And just healing back, right? So we just have to block everything here, like full block. And he should be dead, right? Block with her, block with him. We can block like this. We only take 3 damage and everything is hurt, and then we just win with the Star Shaping. So we're not in any danger here of dying to any random stuff. Like, it doesn't matter how many streams he makes us draw. We're gonna only have 22. And we have Runner Negation in case that he has like anything fancy, right? Because they probably play Karina. So maybe he's hoping that he can like get like a nice Karina hit. That's why I couldn't go down to 3. That's why I definitely needed to block there. I don't think that matters anymore, right? Like, I can't even save her. like, I literally even save her. So now what? Like, the game is already over. I think it's just a matter of the opponent realizing that. So yeah, so as you can see, like this deck is very fun because you're literally just healing to 20 like non-stop. Like it's so funny. It's so funny just healing to 20 like every single turn. Um sure. Again, opponent is kind of just playing with our heart right now. Like he understands. Maybe our opponent doesn't know how Star Spring works. But yeah, so you kind of stabilize by having your Broadbacked Protectors, and then from there you just like try to heal to full health, right? So he's gonna try to go after her. We'll show him that we had the Star Shaping. Let's get the Great Beyond, and that's game. So it's really funny because again, you saw this game. Like I was at 20 pretty much the whole time, and you kind of just lock the opponent down from being able to do anything. It's so frustrating from them because they can't do anything about it. So in this match, we're gonna be going up against Ahri Kennen. So obviously this deck has ways to prevent Ahri Kennen from bouncing back your landmark because we are running the Soothsayer. The problem against Ahri Kennen is that even with that in there, okay, the Hush is going to be really big. Double Star Spring, probably not that great. Yeah, probably what we want to do, we want to get the Broadbacked Protector. Double Star Spring doesn't get us there. Hush is very useful though. But we really need the Broadbacked Protector. Without the Broadbacked Protector, I don't think don't really think we have a chance without the Broadbacked Protector. Because here we're really taking 5 damage. So he's already gonna get this guy even more big, stuff like that. So the Broadbacked Protector allows us to heal and be able to stall long enough. But we didn't get it on the mulligan. Obviously, we had to kind of just keep the mulligan that we did. So we attack because if he ever blocks, we're able to do the Shapestone. Here he's just gonna obviously just attack with the Blade Twirlers. Zilean may allow us to be able to get it, but it's very unlikely that's gonna be the case. Let's see if we can predict into the Broadback. Soothsayer. It's not bad. It's not great. I think the second Hush is more important. It will allow us to delay. We'll have the double Star Spring on the field. So that means that we'll be able to heal up enough. He'll be able to recall twice. So this guy's going to get it to 5. This guy's going to get even bigger. So we're going to take a lot of damage there. And there's nothing we can do about it. Yeah, because he's getting to 7. We can try to threaten killing this guy. Because we have the Shapestone. But we're still going down to 4 already. And we don't have our... Fortunately, we don't have our Broadbacked Protector. So the opponent was able to kind of get there before we were able to get there for them. And Kennen is also very close to leveling. At least we level up the Soraka, which is a great thing for us. Because it will allow us to draw us a little bit more. The problem is, again, without the Broadbacked Protector, it's kind of doomed here. We can do the Battle Council. And we can try to Hush the Ahri. But then we just lose to the elusives anyways. Because he's gonna be able to actually level up the Ahri next time. We can sacrifice Zilean into the Playbear Twirler, and maybe we needed to do that last time, but I wanted to be able to level up the Soraka. So that's why I wanted to be able to have the Zilean just level up. I think he might be a little bit too late. We'll have to see. Okay, the Star Shaping might give us a chance. I think it's just too late though. He's messing up. He needs to He's messing up. Wait, he just... I guess he doesn't need to. He can just win like this, right?
Go no further.
Like he can just win like this. I like doing the heal first. None of this really matters. I like doing the heal first and seeing if he does the seeing if he commits the twin on the Ahri. Okay, he doesn't. So Zilean dies, but at least we get our... At least we get our Broadbacked Protector on the field, And we have 2 hushes to be able to deal with the Ahris, right? We're able to heal up here. He can just bounce back one of these though, right? He can just, I guess anyone that he bounces back is not going to help him out. Yeah, that's the problem now, right? That we decided not to go for the Soothsayer, which means that now we don't have a way to protect our landmarks, even if we ever get close to a win condition. We do have 2 of them now, so he does have to commit. He will have to commit double Homecoming to be able to deal with both landmarks, but it's very likely that he could have it. Kennen is level up as well. The problem that I'm going to have is that every time I'm going to have to sacrifice a unit into the Blade Twirler. Just because of how big that Blade Twirler is. So it's just a matter of time before he gets the Absolver. Forcing me to commit a Hush, right? Okay. So he gets the Cannon, and he's going to do it on the face. Ah, he's going to kill it. And we don't have a way to save it. Imagine if we had a Guiding Touch though. This is so risky because he's seen a place Shapestone, right? Like if we had a Shapestone on a Guiding Touch, okay. He decided not to do it that way. I thought he was gonna do it that way. I was gonna say that would have been very risky for him to do it that way. I think that makes more sense because now he can try to commit to killing one of these things. All he did here though was give me a little bit more heal. It's another worse thing. Obviously we cannot even attack because he's able to just block with the Blade Twirler. So at least this gets us 4 heal. Broadbacked Protector gets us 5, so Broadbacked Protector gets us to 9. So at least we're at 9. We have Double Hush, we have Bastions, we have Guiding Touch. Are we ever getting there? I mean, it's possible, but I do think I will need the Soothsayer because I think he can just bounce. Like, I guess he doesn't. He might not have double Homecoming, right? That would be our only hope. If he doesn't kill us next turn, I think we can actually try to stabilize with the Broadbacked Protector on the field. And nope, he just happens to have the second cannon. Or I guess the third cannon. He just drew that one, right? So now we're only going to be at 5. If he has another cannon, then he's going to try to threaten the lethal here. I don't know why you do that, because I mean, you're just damaging and getting me there. We could have Rider Negation, by the way, but I think I want to keep Rider Negation for like a... I want to keep the Rider Negation for like a Homecoming or something. Because we have double Hush here. This is Soothsayer. If he opens attack, then that's a problem. But we're able to block everything. So the open attack doesn't kill us. Because he's going to have to commit like a Twin Discipline. Right? Huh. So, okay. Now that he has the second Elusive though, that's a little bit more annoying. I like doing the Soothsayer because I like sacrificing the Soothsayer into the Blade Twirler. But let's see how much mana we have. So we have 11, so that's going to be 3, 6, 8, 10. Are we ever going to need the Bastion? Or the Rider Negation? Are we ever needing the Bastion or the Rider Negation? I don't think we are. I think we can go ahead and do this. So I can have something that I can sacrifice into the Blade Twirler. We can block the cannon with the Divided Console.
Here's our chance.
Okay. Again, we have the Hush. We have the Hush to stop the Ahri. And we have a second Hush. But he is going just completely wide. He has enough mana to do the Absolver. So now by him doing it this way, he's forcing me to have to commit the Hush first. Because what's gonna happen here?
You are better than this.
What's gonna happen is that I actually need to block that, right? I'm gonna need to commit the Hush right now. On the Ahri. Just so that I go to 1 and have to commit something else. So now, if he has the Absolver, the first Absolver is not enough because I can do the Guiding Touch. The second part of the Absolver, we can Hush the Blade Twirler. So, we might be okay. We might be able to actually pull it through. If he cannot kill us right here, we actually win. So let's see. Again, we can answer the Absolver. Because he can put one of the Absolvers on one of these guys to push 2 damage. Wow. Wow. We don't need to do anything. We can just pass. If he has Kennen, we have Guiding Touch. If he has like Homecoming, we have Rare Negation. I don't think he can win anymore. I think this is it. Yeah, I mean, doing this doesn't do anything. All that's making me do is going to be able to heal him more later. Because now I'm only 8 away. I think that's game. I'm pretty sure this is game. The Hush coming clutch. And we had a second one just in case. For the Absolver. So yeah, so here, he's going to have to commit something else, right? The moment that he tries to commit something expensive like Homecoming, we can run a negation. And then next turn, we can just open. And there it is. Do I even need to run a negation this? I think, no, we don't need to. Like, we literally just win. Like, we don't need to run a negation this. In fact, we can just literally replay it. Or we can just play the time bomb.
I dare you.
Yeah, I mean, this is fine. Because all I need is the Broadbacked Protector and the Soraka, and I win. Because this is gonna get to 22. Yeah, like this is it. Yeah, sure. This still survives. And they were able to heal everything that we need. We have a random negation if we need to like stop like he needs to have double Homecoming. He just spent another one. He cannot stop this. And he just lost a cannon. Which means that he cannot have enough cannons to kill us. And that's it. That's the game. We pulled it through. Wow. Wow. That's as close as it gets, though. Wow, we we lived at 1 HP and then we... But yeah, that's kind of how this deck plays out. You kind of just keep healing and healing and healing your Nexus to stall long enough for you to be able to win and force the opponent to attack into you. So yeah, GG's. So in this match, we're going to be going up against Senna Veigar. So... historically, Starspring does well versus this type of deck. Not sure if that's gonna hold true against, you know, us using this version of the deck though. The problem is that we don't have a way to remove his Veigar, right? So it's very easy for his Veigar and stuff to get completely out of control. I think it's too early for the Soothsayer. I think 1 Protector is actually not bad. I don't know if it's gonna be enough though, right? We don't have a way to block the Catalyzer. Oh my god, this is horrible. We have no way to block the Catalyzer. Actually, okay, we can play the Zilean. We can play the Zilean, and if he plays the Catalyzer, he actually gives us the damage that we'll need for our landmark. I like the Soraka. Sure. We don't need to attack with it. I think we can just wait for him to attack into us. And see what he does. I guess he could have group shot, right? If he commits the group shot during the attack phase, that's a pretty big punish for us, right? So here he could commit the group shot or the Poké Stick. He didn't, so now we can play the Star Spring, and if he tries to kill the Zilean now, we can do Guiding Touch or something else on it. So if he had a group shot or a Poké Stick, he needed to do it during the attack phase. The fact that he didn't tells me that he probably doesn't have it. And now we just dropped on the Soraka. And maybe we can actually start doing something now. The problem, like I said, is that versus Darkness, their Darkness is going to get like really big, really quickly. So I don't see how we're going to be able to stop that. In time, like... Yeah. Yeah, this is as hilarious as this is. I don't think we can stall him long enough for us to actually do anything, because look, his Darkness is going to be a 5. He's going to commit the Poké Stick now, which allows us to commit this and damage our thing even more. So now the Poké Stick doesn't do anything. The problem is that the Darkness is going to be a 5. So that Darkness is going to be doing a lot of damage to us. We can save the Zilean with Astral Protection. Like, if he commits the darkness, we can save it with an Astral Protection. Yeah, he shouldn't commit it. Is he gonna wait for me to, like, do it with Soraka? So, if we summon Broadback, he doesn't really do anything to us, right? We can level Soraka right here. Can level Soraka right here, and then do it again on her attack. Problem is that every turn that passes, the darkness is getting bigger and bigger, right? So every turn that passes, that darkness is getting so big that I don't think we can get there. We can try to level the Zilean. I don't know if that's actually gonna make a difference, right? Because then he can just kill the Zilean right here. Maybe it's worth doing the Astral Protection on the Zilean, but I don't think he actually is. I think he actually might be worth it. If he passes, am I supposed to pass back? I like doing the Astral Protection on the Zilean now. I definitely like doing the Astral Protection on the Zilean now. He's gonna put it at 8. He's gonna put it at 8 health. He's gonna do 5 to it. And Zilean's gonna actually level up. And we can always do the Soraka wish. Yeah, so the Zilean actually levels up right here. That's actually hilarious. Freaking Veigar is like already... Okay, so we have 3, 6, 7 next turn. With 1 mana, it's gonna be 8. If we play Star Shepherd, he's never attacking into us because we have blockers into everything that he has, right? I don't think we need to actually play the Star Shepherd at all. I think we can just save our mana to be mana efficient. We level up the Zilean. We actually leveled up the Zilean. Can we get there before the Veigar just kills us, though? We're at 7 out of 22. Oh my goodness, I don't think we can get there. What we can do is that we can do the Soraka wish, but then that means that we lose the Soraka. Wow.
Lord Veigar, you cannot rush perfection.
We could just do this. See what we get. Maybe I should have done the Star Shepherd first. That was probably a good idea, right? Do the Star Shepherd first. Maybe we need to put like some pressure to him that way. Here we're obviously gonna lose one of our units, and the Veigar's gonna level up. Is he gonna play around a second Astral Protection? That's the question. He is. Wow, he got so scared. He got so scared. This means that we burn a card, right? This means that we actually burn a card if we do it that way. I like doing the Star Shepherd and put some pressure, like damage-wise, to him. He's gonna stun her? I mean, sure. Don't think that really makes a big difference, dude. We can do the second Star Shepherd. He's gonna level up. Oh my god, that's a 0-cost darkness. Let's do this. See what he does. Is he gonna commit the darkness yet? Okay, he's finally gonna commit it. Sure. The problem is Veigar levels up, right? So because Veigar levels up, it means that we're gonna be in a very tight spot here. Because anything, like everything now is gonna do so much damage to us. I like the Soothsayer a lot. Maybe we wait until next turn to do it though. I don't want to lose my Soraka though. He's probably just gonna hit face though, right? He has no reason not to hit face anymore. 3 sits. Oof. Sure. I'm gonna lose some cards here. Yeah, I'm gonna lose the Vital Negation, which is huge. That's a huge loss. So the Vital Negation is used. It was needed. because it's the way that I was able to survive. Because what he's gonna do right now is that he's gonna do the Stali Sentinel, right? Okay, that's not the Stali, so we can just hush this now, right? So we can just hush this and then hush it again because we have Zilean. The problem is that we're not at 12 yet. He doesn't need to attack, right? Him doing this, I think it's a mistake. Allows us to summon this guy, which lets us heal to 11. We can do a second hush in the Overseer. He can kill the Soraka, I guess, because he has the Senna. He can kill a lot of our units, actually. He can actually kill the Broadbacked Protector now. Because he can just summon another Zero Cost Darkness. As hilarious as this is not going to work out for us at all. Like, this is not working out at all for us. He's just scared to attack, because if he attacks, it means that he gets another Darkness down. I think attacking is always better. Because we don't really have a lot of great blocks either, right? And we can never summon the second Soraka down in the field.
Please don't hurt them.
Another obstacle.
Can we get to 22? I don't think we can. Because he can just kill the Broadbacked Protector here. This does mean that I get Soraka down. So I can potentially draw something else. Zilean's still alive. If he has another of the Dark Bulb Acolyte, his darkness at 0 now, so I would literally just lose. It's not enough, right? I lost the second hush there. I really needed that Rata Negation. That only takes me to 16. Not having that Rata Negation is a big issue. Oh, that sucks. 16 out of 22. That really sucks. He's gonna just kill he's gonna just kill the Soraka, which levels up the Senna. Does the Poke Stick. Does this. Cool. I actually need to have units to be able to block next turn because I just lose. I lose anyways because he can just open into the face. He just summoned this guy my second hush. So there's really no way for us to win from here, right? Because we have no way to hurt ourselves. And that's the problem with this deck, that it just crumbles against things that don't attack, right? So control decks like this that don't actually need to attack kind of just completely screw us over. So yeah, there's literally nothing we can do. Anything we do here is just gonna get like counter.
Preparing for the stars shows their true potential. I can't wait to see them when they're all grown up.
Oh my goodness, it's gonna actually kill this guy now. Smart enough to do it before I was able to do this. I don't get the Zilean value anymore. Now he just needs to open attack and he wins because he'll have two darkness to be able to beat us with, right? The one that he just does in the open and then the next one. So yeah, I mean that's the problem with this deck, right? It's like he never had to attack. He never felt pressure to attack. So none of our units ever got damaged and he ended up winning that way. But yeah, GG's. It's fun though. It's a fun deck. It's a fun deck. It's much better when the opponent needs to attack. So like against aggro, against mid-range. If the opponent can just sit back and wait like Darkness can, because they can just wait and just get their Darkness to like in crazy levels and then just kill you to Nexus, then you'll never be able to win using this deck. Hey, welcome back everybody. I hope you enjoyed those gameplays. Like you kind of saw this deck kind of falters if the opponent doesn't attack, but it does really well if the opponent is forced to attack. So you just gotta hope that you run into a deck that's forced to do damage to your Nexus. That way you can just drop down that Broadbacked Protector and force him to have to, like, you know, your Broadbacked Protector starts healing your Nexus and you're able to heal with the Star Spring at the same time. As you guys might have seen in the Shurima, in the Ahri Kennen game that we played, where really we only won because of how our units were able to keep us healthy. But yeah, really fun deck, a really different perspective on Star Spring. I think I need to still play around with it a little bit more. So maybe I put up another video on this, you know, a few weeks from now, kind of giving you all a little update on that. But anyways, if you like the content, please remember to subscribe. I post LOR videos every single day. If you also are a person that likes to watch Twitch, I try to stream at least 4 days a week at Twitch Sirturmund. Okay. Anyways, hope you enjoy, and I'll see you all next time.